Welcome back to the Factorio community map for September. So last I got the personal stuff, the processor units and some other good bits. What I'm noticing though is this oil, you see there's no oil in there, and these aren't all running. And these aren't all running because there's full gas. Having full gas would be nice. These aren't running because there's no oil. So look at the map, your oil I see is over there. So I need to go and get that. Also I need to get some more copper. If I can get some copper then with the steel I've got, I should be able to make lots of piercing ammo, so that would be nice to have. Other thing I want is possibly coal. So to make low density structures I need plastic. To make plastic I need coal. The only extra coal I've got right now is this coal. Now while this is more than I need for power, if I start using this for other things, like, I'm not sure it'll be enough. So one option could be if I get this oil, if I get this oil as well, then hopefully this oil with this oil combined will be enough surplus. I could maybe make fuel blocks, and I could use the fuel blocks for the power plant and then just use the coal itself for plastic. Or maybe I'll find some more coal around, but this oil is definitely what to go for. So what I think I want to do is build a bridge across this narrow point. So as with real life bridges, I think this narrow point is the best place for a bridge. Come across here, then go around and down to the oil. So for that, I'm going to build some new stuff quickly down south. Welcome down south. So the reason I came here was because I have iron ore here. This is basically retired at this point, and you need iron ore to make concrete. So if I'm going to build like a concrete bridge, so I'm going to need two things. I'm going to need this iron ore here to make the concrete, which should be, actually if I move it over, can that get, yeah, I can get the stone bricks and I can get the, that's what's perfect, I can get the stone bricks and the ore at the same time, perfect. So that will go there. I want regular concrete. Now, yeah, if you copy paste, it doesn't actually copy paste the directions, a bit annoying, so let's turn those around. So concrete, I also want landfill, so I'm just going to put another splitter in just so I make sure I don't use up all the stone for landfill. Landfill is it's the same as concrete, so that's what, 10 seconds? That's half a second. Never mind, one of those will be fine. So landfill can just be like that. Go into a bot, put that on landfill, go into a bot. Want a good amount of that. So just copy that for a second. And then same for the concrete. So if that's ore, that can be concrete itself. So that's going to be like that, I think. I do need to get the ore, let's put inserters like that. Get a pipe for water, which the water's just over there, so not very exciting. And then the cool bit about this lucky positioning is that can reach the stone just there. So let's just finish this off, and then I'll get a decent surplus to go build that bridge. Quick upgrade on the gears. So this looks like it's not enough gears for, click the wrong button, for all the stuff I'm doing. So I'm going to go with another belt there. And I'm splitting here, so I think I need to do at this point is just upgrade this fast belt up to there. And this isn't going to work entirely at the time because this is only 2 belts as well. And probably I should upgrade some of this fast belts and build the rest of the iron, but I'm not going to do that just now. But this will be good for burst because obviously the storage is there and the storage is in the train. So if I get like bursts of needing lots of belts and stuff because hey, I picked up a load of crap out of here, then it will have some like burst storage, would be good. So I think other thing to work out, so if I'm going to go over there, I need to figure out this train station here and how the junction's going to work. And if I do oil first, which is over there, I want to figure this out because if I do that copper or that iron or stuff, then I need to worry about that. So I think these want to be there, but I seem to hit something over there now. I could do like that and be like, okay, so I've got a branch. That could work. This is the left-hand traffic, so then there'd be another belt. Actually, there's a cliff there anyway. How's that going to work? Oh, but I don't want to... Oh, interesting. I don't want to go north of that cliff because I don't really want to build over the stone. So I need to go south of this cliff like that. So let's see how that's going to look then. So if that cliff is there, then that is the south point. Makes those 2 tracks be like that. So that could work. Then what that means is when I come to build these other platforms, that can be like that. Be like an S-bend there. think, how much space do I need for an actual bend? Be, what, that much space, I think? That will come along, let's just copy that. That will come along there. And that's unfortunate. So that and that, they don't join together. I wish there was more flexibility in the track. I really do. So if that's not going to work, then that can go like... It's going to go like that even. I'll probably just move the problem, didn't I, actually? Yeah, but that has to go. Can't go there. Moving the problem to the next one. So go there somewhere, and then this could be like a crossroad piece. Nope, misaligned it. Try again. That's better, so let's go there. Now it's not some sort of weird thing. People actually can't build that in real life. But in real life you can do S-bends a bit better, so I guess it comes back and forth. This does look like it should work then, so trains can come this way for 1, 2 and 3. And trains can go this way for 4 and 5. Trains can this way just go like that. Then for the oil trains, it's going to go through, so there's a gap in this cliff here. So what if I do that for oil, because that's going to hit that water there anyway. Move these around a little bit. Position them like that. And then oil goes like that. So oil comes past those stations over there. Then the other direction would be come up here. Loop around. Got to extend the row port, or I was saying I could go do it manually. Let's just actually put a row port up there. Be easier to do on the map view. Then the other track is here. Is it possible to get past all this without hitting stuff? It's looking like a no, isn't it? Okay, so if I can't get past without hitting stuff, I guess there has to be an S-bend. Like so. Yeah, because that would hit the water as well anyway. Then I can do that. Move a little bit. So signals there. That there then becomes like a regular. Well, basically, of course, I put the cylinders in one place. This is enough signals can go on every tile, while tracks themselves so every 2 tiles. So you have to be slightly careful when you copy paste stuff. Obviously, this is copy pasting a bit I did over there, and obviously had the signals aligned differently to the track. That's fine, that works now. And I'm just going to throw change signals around here to try and avoid blocking the track. So I think that's change signals. That's all one signal block. That's a separate block. Comes there. Oh, there's another bit where they can't quite get to it. Let's give them a new row report. It might be in the way when I do other stations, but I'll do for temporary basis. So signals on that one, that one, that one. That's a change signal. Probably don't want them to loop around there. Guess I should put change signals on there so they avoid blocking each other if necessary. Like that. Now it does create a loop, so it's technically possible, I think, for this to bottleneck. Hopefully that loop is big enough this won't actually happen. And if it does happen, the solution I think is make this track here entirely separate. If I can get that actually right. So this track will be entirely separate like that. Like that. And then set the signals up here so that the trains coming this way never block the trains exiting. That's what causes the bottleneck. It's trains coming into the station, queuing up, and a train can't exit. And the train can't exit, so this is still blocked, so the trains can't get in and it gets stuck. But I don't think there's too much risk. It's a fairly big loop until I have a lot more trains, and these stations aren't really designed for high throughput anyway. Coming over to the bridge side, a little bit of scouting with the radar there, so I think I want to go from here to here. And let's see if I actually got down a straight line or I fucked it up. I might have screwed it up. Well done me. I could still adjust this, I guess. So if I come down further south, I'm more on this like edge piece. If I go further north, I have to build more bridge, which I'd rather not do. Maybe I come down south, so I could come down to, I think from there. From there I can go to, the reason I want to be there is because you see there's that water there, and there's that cliff there from the radar scan. So I could do that. That gets around it. And then that would be, so if I did this before and then apparently I screwed up. Oh, because I aligned the top one and the bottom one instead of the top one with the top one, which would have been a smart thing to do. So this will then move down. Kind of a shame I cut down some trees I don't need to then. Oh well. So let's try it again. So I put the tracks a bit closer. So I won't be able to do an S-bend. It'll give me problems with junctions, but I think it'll look better for this bridge. And in this case, this isn't going to be straight and that's not going to be straight anyway. So I can make it like an S-bend to get the distancing back right. So this is the correct width of landscape for that. So it's going to landfill across. Also that bit there. And then we're going to concrete it because I think that'll look a lot nicer for a bridge. Unfortunately, you can't put concrete down like directly. You have to put down land. You just put down the landfill, then concrete over that. Trees out my way. And then I made a gap there. Let's fill in these gaps I left. Concrete up to. Let's go up to there. And maybe I can make this look a little bit more fancy. Let's do like. If I do that, what do I get? I quite like that, let's do that. And then maybe like another little pillar over here. You've got like some bridge supports on it. I've actually even used the lamps. I almost never put lamps down. I used to a lot because like it makes it easier to see in the dark. But actually the dark isn't that dark in my experience, at least on the current version of the game. And I can also use the SAP performance. I don't know if they have a performance impact anymore, but when I started building like really big bases, I definitely noticed problems with stuff, and then you start going like, well, if I don't need it, let's just get rid of it. Let's kill those trees away from being too close, and should be able to copy paste these signals across. Now, if I'd done this even better, I guess I could have made. It's not going to align, but let's do one in the middle. That looks okay. And of course, I didn't align with the track again. I'll just place these down manually. So track across there. Track across there. And then another one close it can get that way. And let's hope I missed this. So I was trying to do it from the radar preview, so I didn't have direct sight. Didn't quite do what I wanted there. So that bit lines up nicely. Does this miss that water? Yes, it does. Nice. And then it's going to go. I mean, there's a cop up there, so I guess it'll go east. But for the oil, it's going to come along here south. So it's going to do that. Then we're going to need to have another signal. Can I actually fit a signal there? Yes, I can. That's good. These bits are always a little bit tricky because it's not the normal spacing. But it's good now, so go get the car, take this track the rest of the way down to the oil. So having done the tank research, I kind of wish I had actually built that on some ammo now. So here's the oil I want. There's a biter base, and actually while I was doing this, it looks like they've come over here and scanned some coal, so that actually solves the coal problem. I do still want the oil because I was short anyway, but with that coal, no more fuel block, or no more plans for fuel blocks, so I'm just going to use the coal directly. I'll keep the power plant where it is for now, and I'll use this coal for making plastic. But let's see if I can get rid of this with just a car. Obviously the car's got mobility on its side, as long as I don't crash. If I crash out, well, if I have to respawn, I guess I can go build the tank. But I'll try and lead them away and kill some worms and kill some spawners. Got the piercing ammo with a lot of military upgrades now, so at least they do die quite quickly. And there's no big worms here. Once I start having big worms and behemoths and stuff, then I'll get wide. Yeah, that's still fine. It'd have been easier with the tank, but this works fine. Probably clear out the rest of them, and then I'll start building that base. So, biter base is destroyed, and I threw down some more little turret things. They're the same as before, so nothing special there. Once again, not really enough ammo. But once I get this copper, which I'm going to do there, I guess, because it's near the track. I could do that one, I'll decide later. Once I get that copper, I will definitely do some more ammo production. I've got a little bit of spare stuff coming off the military science, which, especially when I'm doing military science, actually I don't get that much at all. But for this, just going to throw down all the pump jack, join them together, and then show you what I'm doing with it. So for all the stations, so I'm going to use fluid. I could take use barrels, but that's way too much effort, so I'm going to use fluid. Put the station, let's go about there, so that's going to have a loop around like that. So that's the exit. Station will be here. We're going to call this oil 1 or oil 01. So if you have a train parked here, Fluid Dragon is actually the exact same length, but instead of inserters, what I'm going to do is put here and here a fluid tank with a pump. So those two tanks will actually hold like the amount the train needs, and honestly, even this many tanks is probably overkill. Like as soon as this starts like slowing down, it's never going to really fill those tanks up again. Although you could do like a circuit condition on them, so then you have less trains, and it's like, well, when you go to a station when the station has enough oil, it's a possibility. Then you might actually want a third tank just to have like a little bit of margin. But that can just link in there. So signal on the station entrance so it doesn't block the line. Put a couple of chain signals there so it doesn't block that line. And I guess that should be a signal there. All trains seems to be working perfectly, so all these pump jacks are running, and this is getting oil at a not particularly fast rate, but reasonable rate. I think let's put it on full cargo. Also, as you can see, it's about quarter done, third done, but it's filling up at reasonable speed. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm just going to come back over here, and then we'll see about this unloading. So for the unload, I think I'll do more furnaces. I think I'll do more refineries here. Actually, those are getting well full, so I'll do that in a moment too. So probably more refineries there than no crack. Maybe I'll do more refineries there than cracking there. Not sure yet. But this space here does look kind of free. Well, I could do cracking up there, be completely out the way. Lots of choices. So this space looks free. So I think I'm going to put this here around the cliff. So if that track is there, and then there's another cliff there. So if that comes up and we do a train stop there, that should be plenty of space. I just want 2 wagons. Of course, it doesn't show the outline because it goes. Don't want that much spare track. So yeah, that's fine. If I put the train stop there, there'll be plenty of space. That then just needs to come down to there to go off there. I'll worry about if I need to go west at some point in the future, but for now it's just an eastward track. So likewise, that just needs to worry about going that way. Throw some chain signals so that it doesn't accidentally block the main line. So basically, I don't want the train stopped here and then blocking across here. I want it to stop here and then let trains go past. Literally just waiting there for it to be done. So then I'm going to take my 2 oil tanks again. Put that there. Can't reach. Place it goes. And I'm going to put some extra oil tanks down this time because this is the main oil depot. So I'd rather have buffer here rather than a buffer at the other end. So it's going to be like that. I should have some pumps around. I'll just grab some pump. Pump goes quad, so then that can join on there and there. I guess I could do 2 pumps to make it unload faster, but honestly, with just 1 pump, they do. I don't know what they do. They do a lot. So if that's 25,000, they do. Where's the pump? 12,000. So straight into a tank. It's like a couple of seconds anyway with 1 pump. So who needs to do 2 or 3? Then this will just link up with the existing oil pipe. And first, not entirely full oil train. Just to point out my stupidity, pumps actually need power, like inserters. So the other correction to that is bring that across, and then it shall work. Bot surviving because I was too lazy to go over there, and let's see if this now works. Should both connect up, and yeah. Now these weren't entirely full, but you saw how quickly emptied those, so 1 pump perfectly fine. And that's hopefully going up. That's down to 917, that's 1658. Plus I think there's actually more pump tracks there, so maybe get about, well, it's definitely more than double what I've got. I don't think it's 3 times what I had, but definitely more than double. So coming up north, since I figured might as well keep stuff as out where as I can. Might put a rail track across here because like trains going around there and it could take the pressure off of all this junction stuff potentially. Actually I might go that way, or I might go, I'm just going to leave that space. Otherwise I've got a lot of space here to do the cracking, so if I clear these trees out the way, I'm going to do heavy oil first because heavy oil needs less expansion, so heavy oil can be like tighter for space and it'll be fine. So if that goes like that, I guess I'm waiting for the main, the robots from the main base to come and do that. Kind of downside is overlapping. So this will be heavy oil here. So if I take my pipe thing, basic idea is it's going to be 2 pipes for input, pipe for output that's merged, 2 pipes for input again. Makes the power poles very simple, it just goes like that. I'll connect that to the main grid in a moment. And let's put the water on the northmost one. So that will be that, that'll be the water. Then that just connects straight to that, and that connects straight to that. Then I need the water to connect to itself, and I need the heavy oil to connect to itself as well, so it loops around. And I've suddenly got myself stuck here, so let's get myself out quickly. So water can obviously just come from, it's that one there, isn't it? So I can go over there and I'll make some more pump. So for heavy oil, straight in, nice and simple. Got the heavy oil there. What I want to do though actually is if I come across here to here, move that out a few tiles, make some more. Let's go and make some parts. I've got the engines on me. I'll take the robots forever to get back to the main base. I'm going to put a tank there. Even though I've got tanks elsewhere, I want to put a tank here specifically so I can have a circuit condition on this. And I want to leave a little bit of heavy oil for lubricant. So we're only going to run this if there's more than 1,000 units of oil in the tank. So that will guarantee there's always some lubricant. Then I'm going to come down to say, I'll leave myself a little bit of space, let's say there. I'm going to do the same again, but this time I'm going to change these. Place those manually because I think the robots are coming from the other base. These are going to be my light oil to gas. And my experience is a lot more of those, so let's do like 12 of those to start with. And 6 of those were in a row, so that's 12 and 24. Going to take this, going to take the light oil this time. And that would be, fortunately, straight in the way of all that stuff. Let's just move out the way for a second. So light oil there, same idea of a tank. Same idea of the pipe connections actually as well. I can actually share the water for the time being, I guess. I might need to change it in the future. So light oil can come out there. I might as well just connect those together anyway. It looks like I forgot to convert those two. That will look good. So light oil from that might as well be just converted straight away. And that goes in there. Then gas is going to come off here. I don't need a tank for gas here because I've got tanks elsewhere for gas. So I just need that to connect. And that's not needed at all. So that can go there, and that's not quite correctly. That can go there. And that should be it. Once I go and get the power, I actually just change this. We're going to do light oil, and because of things like rocket fuel, I'm going to say 10,000 instead of 1,000, just so I have more of a stockpile. But this should be fine as soon as I get some power to it. And there you have it. That is working nicely. Robot's still building some of it. I'll put a radar down actually so I can get visibility on it without coming up here. But that will stop me getting bottlenecked when the tanks fill up and I haven't used it. Because right now I'm doing nothing with light oil, and heavy oil, you don't use that much lubricant, you only use a little bit. So onto the copper, nothing really special, just built the track off of there. Well, I guess actually the real special thing is I've got the coal here as well, which I didn't know about. And unfortunately it does overlap a bit, so I'm going to have these two here, but I'll just filter them the same way I did with this. So it'll be basically filter insert like that, same idea. question going to be though is how exactly do I want to do the furnaces? So if I go take the furnaces from the iron, what I'm thinking is if I do the full furnace with the fast belt, that'll be this. And it's a really tight fit and I need to get a track around there too. So I'm not sure if that's going to work. The other option would be to just do a half-sized one. So basically just do standard belts. So that's, if I start the furnace I've already got. So here I've got extra space for furnaces to do a fast belt. If I just do the standard regular belt, it'd be this. In fact, I'd probably want to do less than that. I'd probably want to do, because again, clearing out the backlog, so maybe that. So that still doesn't really fit there. I could put it that way around. Then the track can go around. Coal station can go over there then somewhere. And copper station there. And then, can I fit 2 of these in? Well, I could put 1 there. Can be so tight for space. If I can make it work, it'd be good. Put 1 there and 1 there. Then where do the stations go? Station could maybe fit in that little gap there. Or maybe it has to go up there. Let's take a look where this track's going to go first then. So the track would go, it needs to miss that water there on the cliff. So rail track would go there. And if I find that diagonal piece again, be like that. Then, where have I put the blueprint? It does technically fit. There and there. And then route the belts around. I could then put the station here, and I've got space here to come back in. So I can go out there, loop around station, onto here. So that would be, where's that cliff missed? That would be there. That's a possibility. Let's go check what's going on here. Well, that's rather inconvenient. I actually really am short on ammo right now, and that's all run out of ammo, hasn't it? Oh, I think I destroyed a construction bot. That's what that is. That's a construction bot corpse. There's another attack coming. Okay, so I'm going to have to go down to that coal and do something. I have practically no ammo on me. I've got the 137 in the car. So let's go take care of that as quickly as I can, and then I'll see what else I can do. So I'm going to pick up this ammo, but that's only 444 ammo there because it's only these 3. In fact, is that one broken? I've been wanting 2 the whole time because I can't put inserters down properly. Well, that's a bit of an upgrade then. I'll make some more of those. But yeah, there's only a few there, so I'm not going to get a massive amount of ammo. So I had an idea. So since I built out the oil over there, which is also being attacked, so I really wish I had actually put radars down. I keep saying that, I keep not doing it. But since those were over there, then this here is kind of redundant. This was actually running out of ammo as well, but we're going to get a little bit of ammo out of this, I think. So what I'm going to do is swipe all this ammo, deconstruct it, and then take the stuff over to the other turret. So back to this. So I want to leave space for that coal, so I think I can maybe go. Let's turn these off so I can plan this. Can I go there and no? So I go right up against that cliff, and about as far to the left as I dare. Be there, and then that could go there, so I guess it's okay because that's an output anyway. Can adjust that slightly. And that's an input, so that coal can actually feed straight into this one. So if I come down here, do I need that miner? I do, but I could move that there, that'll do. So what I could do is put that there. And output quality on the right, we're going to have the coal. And I can actually use this split here for both of them. So that will go that way. Now what do I do about that? I don't know how to do that. Or no, I'll do that, would be good enough. Essentially side loads anyway if it's just there. So coal's going to come over there somewhere. I'll figure out exactly what that does later. Then the copper is going to come there. And then I'm going to have more copper from the rest of the copper is going to come in this way. So this will be an input quality, like so. Then I need to try and fit in somewhere. Going to be the trick. Well, I said I'd build one less furnace actually, didn't I? So is that 12 or 11? So if I build 11, so that it can like drain out and stuff easier. To make sure all those trees are out the way. Then 11 against the cliff give me... I could actually go right up against the track. I can put the belts underneath. So how much space does that leave me? To put a... So I'll fit a 4-to-4 splitter. So I can copy one from somewhere. I think I've got one on here, haven't I? Because each of these has 4 inputs, so I've got enough. Should be enough furnaces for a total of 4 fast belts. This is going to be very, very tight. So that's an output, and that's an output. This is the input here. This could, of course, do something sneaky like that, which means that could be essentially right up against it. So let's see, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. There's actually a lot of copper here. Try again. Let's do 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Let's just go. Turn this off. Go here. What's being damaged? How did that get there? I guess I have to go and deal with that. I don't know how one biter got past. There's turrets there and there. Maybe they... I don't know. I'll go check on those in a minute. Hopefully not too much damage. I really don't want to go down there right now. I wanted to figure this out. So I wanted to figure out specifically... I guess those are extra because they're right on the end. So if that's a fast belt, merges those two. Then I do actually need those there because that's right up against actual ore. So then that's there. So at that point there I've then got... I can't go any further to the right at that point. And then there'll be another one there, I guess. So what would that look like? I could go down there. Have that, and then I've got 3 fast belt. 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th one further down. That biter's really, really, really irritating me. That could be upgraded. Or I'll just click on by accident. I want that on. Then that could split to do... Place that underneath the furnace. That can split to do that and that. Then that's another input belt. So I can't block that, but actually I've got space. I didn't need to do that anyway. I've got space there. So if I change how that was slightly to be like that, go around the corner, go straight. So that's 1, that's 2. Then that comes down here. This will be 3. And it will be 4. And then I've got 2 more fast belts go off to these ones. So that will be 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there, and then that one there which merges with the coal. So I've got plenty there. I need to go back and get more furnaces because I only brought 100 furnaces with me and I think this is just under 200. So I wouldn't need to go back, but that is really irritating. One biter somehow got past. Do not want to go all the way over there for that right now. Well, while that's travelling, let's work out the rest of this. So I do need to deal with these output belts. So they're all going to be basic belt. That is... Nope, that is ore. Let's not accidentally connect the ore belt. That would be bad. So I want this belt. That belt would actually technically merge with another one. So let's take that down there. Because they're 2 half belts anyway. This is a full belt. This is full belt. And this is a full belt. Which that's not going to be able to fit there, so if I do that instead. Actually, let's go 2 fast belts if I can. So full belt and full belt goes to fast belt. That will then be fast. Then it's full belt, and that's not quite right, is it? Okay, so half a belt on the full belt goes to a fast belt. So this becomes fast. And then when that other half comes along, if I do that, now that's a complete belt. As such, then I just need this one and this one to join. So let's actually tidy that mess up quickly. So that goes there and that goes there. And if I just adjust that to look a bit neater, because I don't like how it looks right now. Oh, that's fine, whatever. So then that will be another fast belt there. That will come up, go under that one, and now I have 2 full belts. Well, nearly full, because I only did 11 furnaces. Now let's go kill whatever this annoying thing is. I guess it came from the radar. They do seem to go for radars at some substantial distance sometimes, but... where is it? It's there. Actually just one of them. I don't know why just one got through. And I guess I'm glad, because if a whole attack got through, that would have destroyed this entire mine pretty much in that time. But it means there's a gap somewhere. So I destroyed this base. I think this is actually outside the pollution cloud just, but the pollution cloud is coming down here. This is the only gap I can think of, because when I built that line through there, I didn't put turrets around here because there's no industry, it's just for access. So I can't see any other gaps, so what I'm going to do is put some turrets down here and then just hope that does the job. So back to designing this thing, I'm going to do the same thing again. So that's going to come up basically like that. Be a fast belt, take the half belt, then I'll have 2 full belts to make a fast belt, plus that half to make that one a full belt. Actually, since that is 12, to help clear out the backlog if there is one, we'll upgrade that to a fast belt too. I think that'll help clear out the backlog, we'll have to see. But at this point I have plenty of iron anyway, so it shouldn't be an issue in that regard. So for the station, I copied the arm plates one and put it here, and I think I just want to adjust this a bit. So now I've got that there, and I need to go over to there. So I think I'll adjust this a bit just so it goes straight across. So I think if then that goes there instead, like that. So that'll be the full belt. That would go straight across. Well, that's making that harder work than it is. Thought it would be. So that'll go straight across. Then there'll be a second belt here, which can have that half belt merged into it. So let's see if that came across there. I'm not going to adjust all that because it's kind of fun, even if it could be straighter. So second belt there. Well, I have to hit a cliff, didn't it? Well, I can go in a little corner too. So now those should both feed into that. I'm going to go do 2 wagons again, the same as with the iron, but I've got the capacity there to do 4 if I want to in the future. Probably this is way more copper than I've actually got use for right now, but it was nice to get it built. For coal's going to be fairly simple. Coal's just going to be to build it there. But I will build all 4 for coal, because coal only stacks to 50, not 100, like the plate. And I think I'm going to need quite a lot for the plastic, so that will go like that for full length. Give it a 7 piece of track so that if I do have more than one train at any point, there will be space for it to wait. So then what's going to happen here, which also means I have left space there, I can easily upgrade that to 4 in the future should I want to. And then that's just going to be there, feed the coal, and it's actually not a very big coal patch, but because the other patches are bigger, I definitely want to be moving up to 4 wagons. The reason for the iron plates and steel is because they stack more and they're more expensive, or I'll do 4. So it looks like everything there is working nicely. Obviously that is overbuilt for the number of wagons. That'll be something to do in the future. 2 more there. For now what I've done is I've also just copied the iron basically to do the copper. We unload for copper. Let's actually remember to rename that. So copper will go there, and I'm going to do the same thing as I did before and reverse all the splitters to make it go the other direction. It's like a big wave of biters trying to get through the forest there. They're really struggling in the trees, and then they're just going to run into those turrets. Which, because they've spread out so much, actually those turrets not going to have a problem at all. The only issue might be is they are going to go for the ammo eventually. I think they used about 5 ammo that time. So we'll need to do with that at some point. And finally onto ammo. So I've already got steel there. You need copper, steel and basic ammo for the piercing ammo. So I'm going to make AP ammo there. Then that will be copper. So basically copper there. Well, copper there and steel on the one below because it's already there. Then if I have regular ammo and output there. So for regular ammo I do need iron from somewhere, so I'm going to have to figure that out. So if I do 3 of those, that would be a total of 9 of those. So if I do regular ammo there and iron there, I think that's fine because they use 4 times as much iron as their output. So yeah, then make sure that's not connected. That can be output. That can be, oops, wrong one, input. Repeat that for a total of 9. Still, go get the iron and the copper. And it's like, still not enough gears with all this fast belt. That really does use up a lot for the faster. Maybe iron plates as well. Now there is plenty of iron plates, I just need to actually upgrade this belt. Or I could potentially put a second belt in, but now that's really important now. I'll worry about it when I do the next science, because this is just small amounts of burst production. First I just want to make sure this is working, which should put my stuff, if I put that there, it should put them into this box. Put that there, and let's say 10 stacks is probably a good amount. Oh, I'm an idiot, that is the wrong belt. Try that again, we'll try that belt. So yeah, that's working now, so this should be a decent increase in production. Actually, isn't enough iron going down here either. What's the iron going into? Oh, because science packs, that is true. I'm going to build a second belt because it's cheaper. I'm going to bring it down to probably at least here. Now what I'm going to do with this is for each of these like intersections, I just want to move it onto the output quality on the left. Well, left from my point of view. I'm not going to put a quality on here because I don't want to just make all of the iron into billets. Like, I still want to make belts and stuff. So I want to move it to the left, but I do want to still have a bit of a splitter. Now, this obviously isn't perfectly balanced because you think about it, that's going to take half the iron now. Whereas I could do like a quarter or a third, that gets a lot more complicated though. So, got much more iron coming down here now. I've actually run out of research that's really useful to do. None of these are particularly exciting right now, I think. So that was a long journey to get this. So I have got the copper to do this. I've got piercing rounds being mass produced. I got the extra oil and I got the extra coal. Coal can't need to a train, there's nowhere for this to go to. But that does mean I've now got everything I need to mass produce plastic and low density structures. And with that I should, if I actually go to the right place here, should have everything to do this one. Flying robot farms, already did that before. Basically this, but slightly different. So that's going to be easy, and then that, I should have to stuff that as well. Maybe get a little bit more stone. Stone should really hopefully be a lot quicker though, because that is just there if I do need it. So maybe next time I even get both the red, I want to talk about red for. Maybe next time I get even the yellow and the purple science done in one go relatively quickly. Well, hopefully relatively quickly. I was actually playing for a long time this time. So be sure to like, subscribe and look out for that.